Good morning, folks. My name is Curtis Chandler, President of PFL. We hope that everyone had a great Thanksgiving Day weekend. The market sold off hard on Friday of last week on demand destruction fears. Apparently, there is another new COVID-19 strain out there that has been detected in South Africa named Omicron by the World Health Organization. Dr. Angelique Cotes, a practicing doctor for 30 years who chairs the South African Medical Association, said she believes she found a new strain of COVID-19 patients at her private practice in Pretoria exhibit strange symptoms. Their symptoms were different and so mild from those she had treated before, Cotes told the London Telegraph. See PFL's Rail Report for further details and U.S. reaction to this situation, but the bottom line is the U.S. is restricting flights beginning today to South Africa and 7 other countries in the region. The Dow closed lower on Friday of last week, down 905.04 points and down 702.74 points week over week. The S&P 500 closed lower on Friday of last week, down 106.84 points and down 103.34 points week over week. The Nasdaq closed lower on Friday of last week, down 353.57 points and down 565.78 points week over week. In overnight trading, Dow futures traded higher and are expected to open up this morning 208 points. Folks, in case you missed it, WTI for January fell a whopping $10.24 a barrel on Wednesday of last week's close to settle at $68.15 a barrel in New York on Friday of last week. The decline was the largest since April 2020. There was no settlement Thursday due to the Thanksgiving Day holiday. The new COVID strain sparked fears that renewed lockdowns will threaten a global recovery in demand. It seems to us that the new COVID scare did what President Biden couldn't do: lower oil prices, at least for the time being. U.S. commercial crude inventories increased by 1 million barrels per day week over week and are 7% below the 5-year average for this time of year. Total motor gasoline inventories decreased by 600,000 barrels week over week and are 6% below the 5-year average for this time of year. Distillate fuel inventories decreased by 2 million barrels week over week and are 8% below the 5-year average for this time of year. Propane and propylene inventories decreased by 1 million barrels week over week and are 13% below the 5-year average for this time of year. Oil is higher in overnight trading, and WTI is poised to open up $3.21 a barrel from Friday's close. The combined weekly rail traffic in North America was roughly 668,000 carloads and intermodal units down 8.7%. North American rail volume for the first 46 weeks of 2021 was roughly 31.8 million units, up 5.8% year over year. See PFL's Rail Report for further details as rail traffic goes. North American rig count was up by 10 rigs week over week. The U.S. rig count was up by 6 rigs week over week and 249 rigs year over year. The U.S. currently has 569 active rigs. Canada's rig count was up by 4 rigs week over week and up by 69 rigs year over year, and Canada's overall rig count is 171 active rigs. Overall, we are up 318 rigs collectively. A few things that we are keeping our eye on and watching. CN's main link to Port of Vancouver remained closed on Thursday of last week, nearly 2 weeks after a devastating flooding and landslide shut it down. CN expected to resume the Vancouver corridor to Kamloops on Wednesday of last week, but still remains closed until work is completed due to new weather-related issues. CN reported. The Trans Mountain Pipeline could restart at a reduced capacity in the middle of this week, the company said in a statement on Friday of last week. The pipeline has been shut down voluntarily since November 14th when an atmospheric river struck British Columbia, Canada. The pipeline was forced to temporarily shut down as the pipe was exposed near Hope, British Columbia. The pipeline was operating at 300,000 barrels a day of capacity before the shutdown. Trans Mountain is currently expanding its capacity to 890,000 barrels per day, on schedule to be completed by December 31st, 2022. See PFL's rail report. We'll give you details as far as what atmospheric river is and show you some cool pictures of this unfortunate act of nature. In what was a relief for many Enbridge shippers on their mainline, the Commission of Canada Energy Regulator did not approve Enbridge Inc.'s application to enter into long-term contracts on the Canadian mainline pipeline for 90% of its system capacity. It's status quo, folks. Enbridge currently transports 3 million barrels a day of crude out of Alberta. See PFL's rail report for further details. The reading of PFL's rail report today is an absolute must. Not only do we go into detail as discussed in today's podcast, we give you a CP and KCS update. Bottom line, STB finds the application complete. We also summarize the latest petroleum by rail numbers, talk about refinery runs, overall import and export numbers, and dive into the U.S. Current employment situation. Bottom line, a bunch of great graphs, pictures. We hope you'll enjoy reading the rail report today. We do it all for you and put a lot of work into it. PFL has been busy with return on lease, of course. Sublease market has been very, very active, scrapping, cleaning. If you have any questions, comments, want to troubleshoot any situation that you may have, please feel free to give us a call at 239-390-2885. Have a fantastic week, folks, and thanks for listening, and thanks for reading our report today. Bye-bye.